It stars twinkling in the night sky of your futures, intermission episode 32. I've spent the last 15 minutes merging two, oh, that's loud for me, merging two texture packs together to create the ultimate December texture pack. So, we're still using the same winter one by Snowman64, I remembered. And I merged it um, manually since you had to for texture packs. Oh yeah, you're gonna have a little preview. For texture packs, you have to edit. There's just one, or in this version, there's just one texture textures.png. I forgot what it was exactly, but so yeah, I just kind of merged them. So anyway, as you can see, we've got festive paintings, we've got festive chests, we've even got, hold on, festive doors. We have festive iron doors too, but I don't think I have any iron doors. Anyway, this one's by YJans, and it'll be linked in the description as well. And I just merged them. So if you want the same experience that I have, then I guess you could email me, and I could send it to you if you really want, or you could just do it yourself. I don't know. Yeah, isn't it so beautiful? Anyway, how are you? Hi. It's December the 5th, and it's Friday. It's Friday, December the 5th. Um, oh yeah, last episode we did the dome. And this episode, I think I was gonna probably mine. I think I was gonna do something grind. Well, I need to mine that, but then I also need to mine for coal because I don't have much coal. I think I really only have the coal I have right now. So I could go mine for coal. I'll find coal while I'm mining down there, I think. So let's this is probably fine for now. Sorry, I'm like a bit stuffy. Anyway, let's see. I woke up at, so you're getting my daily report of how my morning went. I woke up at, what time did I wake up at? I don't fucking know. I genuinely, I think it was like 7:30. Hey, look, sheep. I woke up at like 7:30. Then I listened to some, I listened to some, alright. I listened to some Cherry Cordial. Cherry Cordial is a very interesting artist. Oh yeah, I talked about them last episode. But I finished their discography, save one song and one album. The album I'm gonna listen to at some point is kind of a winter album. It's a split with another artist called Ernest Owl. Very awesome names. But then there's the last single I won't listen to for probably a while because it is a scrap stone. It's a, what am I trying to say? It's an autumn, well, I guess specifically October themed single. So I wanna wait until next October. Oh wait, no, they also have another EP I haven't listened to. That one's a split with Old Fox Den. I don't know if I'm gonna listen to that yet. But I'm definitely gonna listen to one with Ernest Owl, because the one with Ernest Owl is winter themed. It has a little winter cover and it's cute, and I want to listen to it. And then, oh yeah, and after that, I finished up. Well, I guess actually, I finished up some stuff I was doing yesterday. Yesterday, let's see. What did I do for work yesterday? I think. Oh yeah, I just kinda. How do I explain what I did? There's like these bags, right? Okay, these aren't very grown at all. There's like these bags, that we pack stuff in, that we then put like in the box. Like that's kind of like what the person would receive, right? Is what's in the bag. Or they would receive the box and then inside there's a bag with the, oh shit, with the stuff inside it, right? So basically I just needed to prepare a lot of those, and it's a very, very annoying process because, okay, you got your bag. When I say bag, I mean like a gift bag, right? There's a cat at my door. This happens every fucking. Anyway, they're like little gift bags, right? So I get the gift bag, and then I get like wrapping paper, and since it's or like sorry, not wrapping paper, tissue paper, and since it's the Christmas season, they're all Christmas themed tissue papers now. Throughout the regular year, they're just regular tissue paper. But anyway, and then basically I cut it in half, like down the spine of the tissue paper, and then I fold those pieces in half the other way. So they create like a bunch of perfectly sized pieces for what I'm doing. And then I kind of just stuff it into the gift bag, and then just kind of just push it around a bunch and try to get it in place to how I want it, which involves basically what my end goal is to have. It's like a vertical gift bag, right? Like it's quite big vertically and not big horizontally, or length or width wise, right? Like it's bigger width wise than it is lengthwise, but most of its size is in its verticality. Does that make any sense? It's skinny. It's skinny. There's a word for this. It's skinny. By the way, look, Cole, I was right. It's a very skinny bag. So basically, I'm trying to fit the like the tissue paper around the inside wall of the bag, right? Does that make sense? And it's very tedious, but I'm getting very good at it. I don't know how else to explain it. So if you didn't understand what I meant by that, then I don't think you're gonna be able to, because I don't know how the fuck to explain it. But yeah, I did that. And then once you did that, I kind of like, usually I did about half of what I was supposed to do while listening to music, and I did the rest of the half while just sitting in my room watching Northern Lion on my TV, because it was just kind of something I can do in my room, right? Because it's not very messy either. Well, it's not messy at all, I should say. The messy part comes in when you put the little paper shreds in, but I did all of that this morning, right? Well, yesterday I did half. I did half complete, where like I also put in the paper shreddings and stuff, and then I did the other half in my room where I only did just the tissue paper. But then this morning, the ones I did just the tissue paper for, I finished them properly by putting basically like half of the bag full of paper shreddings, and then we put in like a little card in there. Anyway, so then those are prepared to put the item of shipping interest into it, right? It's basically just preparing that. I did that. Oh, and this morning I also cut some strings. Not a lot. Only did 8 because I already had, I think, 19 from when I did like a bunch. I think on Thanksgiving. Yeah, I did it Thanksgiving morning, if you remember. I did 30 of them Thanksgiving morning. I don't care. But yeah, I did. Oh God, this is weird. I need to do 8 more, and I did those 8 more indeed. And I did that while listening to some old Choose projects. I didn't listen to anything new while doing that. Oh, but this morning I did listen to Fireproof EP, which is a VA EP. I think on Kill Out Clan, or no, I'm mixing Kill Out and Outcast Clan. It was a release on Outcast Clan. It had Choose Lastine, aka it had Oh, I don't remember exactly. It had some really legendary artists on it though. Oh, I forgot the name of that one. Really, oh, whatever, whatever. It had some cool classic hardcore techno artists on it. Is all you need to know. Um, yeah, great EP. It was actually more acidic than I expected, especially being, like not really all of those artists were super acidy. Oh, right. I remember what I listened to yesterday. Right. While I was doing the bags yesterday night, I did the first, well, I also had to cut up some cars, but I did the first bit while listening to Have a Swingin' Christmas by Ella Fitzgerald, which is, like jazz, Christmas, arrangements, renditions, whatever you want to call them. Um, Pretty cool. It was definitely like none of the tracks really like stood out to me, but all of them were good. You know what I mean? Like it was a very, very consistent and solid album, all things considered. Compared to something like, Bing Crosby's Merry Christmas, where like a lot of those songs I don't like, but then the songs that I do like, I really like. Um, but then, you have Phil Spector's A Gift for You from Phil Spector's, which I love all of those songs. So, you know, however you want to look inside my brain for that one, you can. I don't care. But anyway, that after that, I listened to something else, probably some more acid core or some shit. I'm not really. I don't remember, to be honest. No, I don't remember. Anyway, that's how my that's kind of what I've been doing. And now it's 11:40, and that actually reminds me, I need to go check on something. I'll be right back. I wonder if they're ever gonna make a. I want to find. I want to listen to enough Christmas albums where, like recent ones. I wonder if any one of them changes the Christmas song. Um, like the song called the Christmas song. That's the one that's like chestnuts roasting by an open fire, Jack Frost nipping at your nose. I wonder if anyone changes it to be culturally appropriate now, because it was, at the time it was written, like the 19, I don't know, probably like 40s, 50s or something. But you can't be saying people dressed up like Eskimos anymore. You can't be saying that for a few reasons, for multiple reasons. Do you think they just tank it and just say it still in the song? Probably, which is fine. I don't particularly care, but it's just funny. But yesterday was such a fucking disaster. So, oh yeah, I didn't update. Oh yeah, last thing that I told you about what I was doing yesterday. Well, I recorded yesterday early because I was going to the doctors, right? Um, so I did go to the doctors. Um, and the intersection whenever I go to my doc, it's very weird. My doctor's office is at a very weird intersection where like it's like a three-way, right? And imagine you have the left and right sides being like a main road, right? And then you have the top and bottom sides being like smaller roads. I mean, that's pretty common, right? But like the left and right is a very, very big road. So it uses like a stop light four-way. Except it's actually a three-way. The bottom one's a road. The top one is the entrance to the doctor's office. Just like a driveway, but it's perfectly like lined up with the intersection, even though it isn't like technically part of the intersection, if you know what I mean. Um, but I always feel very weird because whenever I'm at the intersection, I'm at the down portion and I'm trying to get to the up portion that isn't technically part of the intersection. But then the down portion, it only has a left and right lane. So I just kind of get in the left lane and just kind of go forward, and it's fine, but it feels very weird. It doesn't feel like something I should be doing, even though it's completely fine. Like it doesn't get in the way of anybody or anything like that. It's just It's just weird. Like I imagine the people behind me actually turning left, just see me going forward, and like, what the fuck is going on? Um, but yeah, I went to the doctors. Um, they, I'm, I'm very scared of blood pressure machines as I get older. Not like scared, scared, but like, one of those things where like it just kind of gets in my head, and then I can't stop thinking about it, and then it raises my blood pressure from thinking about the thoughts, right? And I just can't like escape, like I can't distract myself very well. Um, so they checked my blood pressure on both of my arms, and they were like, "Your blood pressure is a little high." And they checked it manually, and they were like, "It's still high." And then they were like, "It's probably fine." It wasn't like high. It was only a little bit high, and that can definitely be attributed because I was stressed the fuck out from my arm being fucking squeezed and being killed by the blood pressure machine. All of my blood was, yeah. I don't like it. I don't like it. It feels weird. Ugh. I just don't like the thought of my blood being stopped or whatever. It freaks me the fuck out. But yeah, that was fine. And then I had my doctor's appointment, and then they were like, "Do you want a flea shot? Flea? No, I don't have fleas. Do you want a flu shot?" And I was like, "You know what? Let's roll it. Let's do it. Let's do a flu shot. Might as well." Um, so then they came in after and they administered me a flu shot, and I wasn't really scared of that. I don't know why. I don't think there's many people out there who are scared of blood pressure machines, but not of like shots or needles or whatever, right? But I was fine with the flu shot. It made a pretty cool sound as it administered into my arm. It made like a squelching sound. I imagined if I was scared of needles, I would have probably fucking died from the sound of that. But I thought it sounded kind of nice. Uh, but on the way to the doctors, I was listening to Cultura Carnia again. I listened to their second EP, and then I listened to their latest double single. Their second EP, the first song on that was really good. It has a really good riff near the beginning. The second single was decent. I enjoyed it. Or their second single, I meant latest single. It was good. But yeah, and then I went to drop off a package, and I was trying to use my GPS system Magic Earth, but it keeps fucking breaking and not able to like detect my location properly. So I gave up on that, and then I tried something called OSM and Tilda. And that was a little bit better, but it was still breaking because I was trying to go to Staples at this point. But I did know the way, but I still just wanted to look at a GPS. Well, I didn't know the way from my doctor's office, but I knew the way from where I dropped off the package, right? The way I word that makes it sound like I'm a drug dealer. I don't mean it like that. It was the normal package. Oh, there's more coal here. What was I saying? I don't remember. Oh, right. So, I went on my normal way to Staples, and then I get off the highway to a place where there's two left turning lanes and one right turning lane. And I'm supposed to go in the right turning lane. And I'm in the right turning lane. But then I think, oh, wait, whenever I turn right here, I'm going to want to be in the left lane. So then I look over on the lane beside me, and I swear I see a right arrow, right? So then, I'm just like, okay. And then I merge into it. And then I realized, oh, this actually goes left. Fuck. So then I'm like, okay. And then when the light turns green, I notice I could also go forward. Now, I don't know where going forward goes, but it's better than going left because I'm supposed to be going right. And forward sounds better than going left if I'm going right. So I go forward, and then I'm back on the highway, and my map tells me I have to drive another like 6 miles to get off an exit to turn around, and I'm like, fuck. So I do that. I get back to the road that I'm supposed to be on. My new maps is completely wigging the fuck out. It doesn't know where the fuck I am. It doesn't know where the fuck Staples is. It doesn't know where, I don't know where the fuck I am. So then I start like panicking, and I have to stop over like in a parking lot and figure out shit out. And it was just down the road and to the left. But then I finally get there. I wasted like 25 minutes. But I was listening to more Vedma, which is that Russian post-punk band, and they made it slightly better. It was a very, very good EP. They only have 2 EPs. That was their second EP called Vedma 2019. I don't know the name of the first one because it's in Russian and I haven't learned Cyrillic yet. I lost my partner at some point. But yeah, it was fucking stressful. But after I picked up what I was getting at Staples, I then listened to some more Lastine on the way home. I listened to, I don't remember. It wasn't on the way home, actually. It was actually on the way to the grocery store to pick up groceries. And then I finally, that was like the perfect amount of shit where it filled up my inventory. But I do need to make a new pickaxe. So we're gonna head home. Anyway, oh yeah, look, the texture's a bit fucked up because I guess it grabs it from like the middle of this, right? Very strange. But yeah, it was just a stressful little time of the day, but it was fine. I made it home with groceries in tow, wrapping paper from the grocery store, etc., etc., etc. But yeah, then at that point, you know, if you remember, my mom's, I'm like resetting my mother's computer, or laptop, I should say, because it got hacked. And you know, I helped her change all her passwords and use a password manager. She has ultra, super secure, randomized passwords, stuff like that. Anyway, so yeah, the thing that I didn't do last episode, or I hadn't gotten to at that point, was setting up a new Windows 11 installation. So my idea was I was going to use Tiny11. So then I tried to install Tiny11, but it didn't have the drivers, and I couldn't get the drivers to work. So I was like, you know what? I'm not dealing with this shit. I'm just going to install regular Windows 11, because I mean, she has a license, so that's not an issue. Just regular Windows 11, and then debloat it from there, right? And you know, there's like a there's like an option when you go into Windows or like into the Windows like recovery, or I don't remember what it was called exactly, but there's like an option to like reinstall Windows, right? So I did that. Here, wait, we're probably gonna need about that much cobblestone. We'll grab like 2 stacks, something like that. Gravel. Here we go. So I that's not what I meant to say. Right, I need diamonds. I can't think. Oh God, I do need to. Okay, we're gonna go mining probably this episode, but I want to fill in the walls first. So yeah, I do like the reinstall Windows thing and the diagnostics. In the that doesn't make sense. In the recovery mode, whatever the fuck. And it takes fucking ages to download the newest Windows for some reason. Then it takes ages to fucking install it. It took like hours, well, probably a couple hours. It took a couple hours to do all that shit. It finally did. I set it all up, and I don't know if I had her stuff backed up by the time I recorded last episode, but I backed up all her stuff on a USB drive, and then I double backed it up on my server. So if for some reason the USB stick failed, it was backed up on my server. So she was all double backed up. It was all going good. So yeah, I set her up with Windows 11, then I used, which by the way, the fucking setup for that is so fucking annoying because you have to create a Microsoft account, of course, which I would never do. Well, I have a Microsoft account, but I would never tie it to my computer. Is what I mean. Obviously, I have a Microsoft account because I'm playing Minecraft legally. I should also add. But yeah, of course, you have to sign into a Microsoft account. It asks you literally like 5 different fucking ads about like, oh, do you want Microsoft Office 365? Do you want fucking HP software? Do you want to create an Outlook email? Do you want to create a OneDrive? Do you want to create a fucking McAfee thing? Do you want to fucking do all this other bullshit? And it's like, for one of them, you had to switch off a box that was like create my Outlook email that was switched on by default, and you had to switch it off to continue, like without creating one, I mean. Instead of the default being it be off, you had to fucking switch it off. Okay, that pissed me off. But it was so fucking annoying. And then after I got that all set up, I go to download Google Chrome because fuck knows I'm not letting her use Edge. And then I look up Google Chrome, and then it shows an ad that's like, Edge has everything you'd need, plus Edge has everything that Chrome has, plus the security of Microsoft. And then I click on the Google Chrome like download page, and it says the same. It has another ad with the same thing. I click download, and it gives me like a pop-up with the same fucking thing. It's so fucking pathetic. I fucking despise their piece of shit browser and their piece of shit company. Google Chrome isn't much fucking better, but she uses it. And I'd much rather her use it than fucking Chrome. I'd rather use, or than Edge, I should say. I'd rather use Firefox, but Chrome's the best we're gonna get. And she has like all of her bookmarks and shit. I get it. Not wanting to go through the effort of switching. I get it. I do, but and then I used WinUtil, which is an awesome utility. Okay, that's looking good. So how much more actually do I want to dig down in this? I guess that's a good question. Let's see, how tall is this? This is only 1, 2, 3. I think it's 7, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Which I've dug more than 7 here, but I want it to be bigger than 7, I think. Because this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Because I just don't know what design I'm going to do for the cactuses. I'll figure that out another time. What I'm going to do now is I'm just going to go mining, you know? Just go mining for a bit. So let's drop off all of this shit in the chest. All right, I'm good to go. Let's head over to the mine. Anyway, I use WinUtil, and that's a very easy way to install some important software. It uses like Chocolatey or I forget the other Windows package manager. But it also has debloating to like install or uninstall Edge, remove OneDrive, or turn off all telemetry, you know, stuff like that. Turn off location tracking. You can also change some little settings in there. But yeah, very, very awesome utility. It has like 50 or I think 43,500 stars on GitHub. You know, very trusted piece of software as well. So I finally have her set, you know, I transferred all of her documents and pictures back over. So she's finally set up with a good computer that isn't hacked. It's debloated. I got her an ad blocker, so she'll be safe, so she won't get hacked again. Unfortunately, it wasn't the full uBlock origin because, of course, Chrome doesn't allow that. But it was uBlock Lite, which is next best thing. It's good enough, I guess. Yeah, that took a while. Also, it's noon, so I need to go check on something again. I'll be right back. I don't remember what I was talking about before. It's been 7 minutes. Everything's going well though in my life. I guess that's not really what I meant, but yeah, sure. Um, oh yeah, I'm not seeing my. Well, usually. Okay, which way should I dig? Actually, let's think about this first. Been that way. I've been well. I've been every way. I guess I could go. Maybe I could just dig around here. Because I haven't really. I mean, as you can see, I haven't really been around here. Because, the only time I really explored much of this area was to get dirt, right? There's a lot of places I didn't go, a lot of ores I didn't get. A lot of spawners I didn't get, apparently. Or just one. Jesus Christ, I got fucking ambushed. Oh my god. Music, I didn't even know they had music disc in this version. I'm gonna be honest with you. Take the saddles, I guess. Pretty cool. Okay. It doesn't even have a name, it's just music disc. Or I guess, oh wait, I think it was just cat. Is it just cat in this version? Maybe I'm wrong. I think it's just cat though. Anyway, last night I'm trying to say we had a pizza. But we got 2 pizzas at the store because usually we have different pizzas. Because I have like a pepperoni pizza. They have like a fucking weird, exotic, fucking cauliflower, whatever the fuck pizza. They get random shit whenever. But I don't like the pizzas they get. And, but this time they got a pepperoni and sausage pizza, and it was really big. So they cooked it, and they were like, "Do you want to just eat some of this?" And I'm like, "Yeah, well, yeah, might as well." And it wasn't nearly as good as the regular thick crust pizza that I like, but it was thin crust. It wasn't as good, but it was still pretty good. Um, yeah, so I thought they were watching like Harry Potter and stuff. And Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban is a very Christmassy movie, by the way. I completely forgot about how like that one like takes place in the winter. They're in like fucking Hogsmeade or whatever. It's definitely kind of like a Christmassy series for some reason. I don't know. It just kind of gives Christmas vibes. The Harry Potter series. But I sat in my room and I watched Northern Lion as it goes. Um, I was remembering whenever I did my driving test, like I don't know, 4 years ago. I think 4 years ago. Um, because there's like a written test and then you have like the driving test, whatever. The written test fucked me over. It wasn't a written test for one. It was like a terminal, but it was the what they would call the written test. So it was like an electronic version of that. Point is, which way should I dig? We're gonna dig. We're gonna dig. Let's just like go over here and dig. Like, I don't know. Here looks kind of a good spot to dig. Um, Anywho, what was I saying? Um, oh yeah, they fucked me over on that. On the written portion, every single one of the questions was some bullshit. Like every single one of the questions was an edge case question. Like it was like what what hand signal do you do to a cyclist, or or what hand signal does a cyclist do to show that they're turning, or like what but just like what is a specific sign that doesn't even exist in the state that you're in mean, right? Oh, I just got rid of my water. Oops. Well, I hear flowing water, so hopefully that's fine. Um, like every single question was bullshit like that, and I failed. And then I went back like a week later, and I passed 100% because they were all normal questions this time. Like, what the fuck does a stop sign mean, or whatever, like shit like that. Um, so yeah, if you fail your written test, don't feel bad because It's like the hardest part, honestly. Anyway, I was playing around on my JDXI to create some hardcore, and it reminds me I really, really want like some modular stuff to be, because I can't really take out like elements well in the JD. I might be able to. I gotta figure it out though. I can't really like figure out how to easily take out and lower the volume of like certain elements. I don't know if I can do it on just the JDXI. So I'll need stuff to like patch it into, but I don't have shit. I don't even own the JDXI as my friends. But like, it just reminded me like, as much as I love a good distorted hardcore kick, it's really impossible to beat just a clean thump. You know, like a clean, compressed and overdriven, but not quite distorted. Not quite like distorted to the point of like the distortion being an element of the kick, if that makes sense. You know, but just clean, overdriven thump with reverb, soaked in reverb. It's really hard to beat that in hardcore for me. Like, you know, you like your fucking new style Gabrick kicks with the reverse saw wave, you know, those are cool, but just a good thump. A good just clean thump. That makes me sound like I'm a fucking like a well, when I say thump, I think of thumb, and I think of my my grandfather used to have like wait, I'm itchy. I need to take my meds. Anyway, my grandfather would tell like a story of a not a thumb, but a big toe that would come like thumping down his hallway or something. That was like his signature scary story he would tell to scare us for no reason. Anyway, I was out there and my new small cat was in the Christmas tree. About a quarter of the way up, just sitting there. We haven't decorated yet because we've been really busy. Really, really busy. So we don't have time to decorate it. So thankfully he didn't get, you know, Jesus Christ. I don't have any damn water this time. Thankfully there weren't ornaments in his way. Just tree. I would like to go through there, but have to wait until I can find some water, I guess. Oh, have I been here? Or is this natural obsidian? There's not natural obsidian. I've been here. Hello. Okay, very interesting. Okay. I guess it makes sense to eventually cross paths with one of my tunnels. Anyway, I was thinking, what am I going to do today? My mom, she's going to be out for most of the day. So I guess I'll ask her what I can do to help fill her absence. Um, you know, we're busy, but she wants to spend time with family, understandably, to help relieve some stress, I guess. You know, she doesn't really. She's gonna go to the movies. I think she's gonna see Wicked 2. It has like a subtitle, but I don't care enough to remember. No, I care, but I just don't remember. Anyway, I guess I'll ask to see what I can help out with. Other than that, I don't really have any plans. I guess keep going through Christmas music. Let's see. I've been looking at some cool Christmas jazz albums. There was this Christmas album, I think it was called a romantic winter. Oh no, a winter romance. It was called A Winter Romance by Dean Martin. And the reason that one stood out to me is because the cover is just fucking insane for that album. It's like this came out like 1959. It's like Dean Martin hugging a girl like in the snow, and meanwhile he's like giving a flirting glance to another girl in like the background who's smiling like the Joker. It's kind of a crazy. I gotta show it to you. I I gotta show this shit to you because it's fucking wild. All right, Winter Romance. Here we are. Let me get this in my image editor, or my image viewer, I should say. Her face is fucking insane. She looks fucking evil. She is fucking plotting something, and she looks so innocent. And she might be the whitest person on earth. This genuinely might be the whitest person. Like this is so white that it goes backwards. Like it goes backwards into being like olive. That's insane. No, it's something to do with the editing because look, her hand's normal. That's a normal hand, but then her face is like olive. What the fuck is going on here? And she's up to no fucking good. Of course, he's giving his little face, but what a fucking cover. Of course, it's in full dimensional stereo. All dimensions, all dimensions. It's a high fidelity recording. High fidelity guaranteed. They were they were up to some shit back then. They were just doing shit, dog. And then he released another Christmas album like 6 years later that was just just had like the classic Christmas album name that was just the blank Christmas album. So in this case, it was the Dean Martin Christmas album, and of course the cover was just his face on a red background. But it wasn't cool like Bing Crosby's Merry Christmas, where like he has like a Santa hat on. It wasn't cool like Burl Ives' Christmas album, where he's like busting through the gift wrapping. No, it was just him. He was just kind of looking at you. Um, that Burl Ives was very interesting because he was like a folk singer, but for some reason he sung a Christmas album, and then also he sung like that one really popular one that was on the Rudolph soundtrack, "Have a Holly Jolly Christmas." He sung that one, like the rendition that that's on the Rudolph soundtrack of the original cartoon. It's very weird that he sung that. I mean, I guess it makes sense because Christmas albums were a popular format, obviously, because you can get a lot of money for recording a Christmas album. But also, he wasn't even like a pop singer or a jazz vocalist. He was just a folk guy. He just did folk. I think he has a folk Christmas album too, but I don't particularly care for that, especially if it's Burl Ives, to be honest. I just don't. I don't really think that would appeal to me much. We're already stretching it by listening to his normal Christmas album. That's kind of pieced together by nostalgia and whimsy. I don't really know what else. I guess there's some whimsy in the idea of him doing a folk Christmas album, but not much nostalgia. You kind of need both for it to work. Unless you're like Chantons Noel, the Ghost of Christmas Past, like the post-punk Christmas, then you got so much whimsy that you don't need the nostalgia. That's the way that most Christmas music goes. That's like quirky like that. I'm just saying bullshit. I mean, it makes sense in my head, but I realize that it doesn't really make much sense outside of that, I don't think. I want to listen to that album, but it's like 2 hours long, so I could listen one disc at a time, or I could just do the full 2 hours whenever I'm really busy. I'll listen to it this December, sometime before the end of December. It will be listened to. Mark my freaking words. Wait, let's throw that down there. Okay. Still haven't found any water, which is unfortunate because it's scary down here without water. I was about to say I'm finding no coal, but I found coal. But I'm finding no diamonds, though. Unless I passed one on the floor like that one time. Which at least does make a little bit sense, because I'm not really looking at the floor while I'm mining. I mean, you would think the shiny light blue ore would kind of pop out, but... You know, if I'm like pressed this much against the cobblestone, and I'm also yapping about shit that doesn't matter, it makes sense that I wouldn't see it. Of course, I'd go back the same way, so it's not like I'm missing it. How much longer do I go for? Oh, I still have a bit of inventory space. My pickaxe is doing okay. I would like to have found diamonds to pay for how much pickaxe durability I'm using, but I'm not sure how lucky I'll be on that front. So I'm thinking for the cactus farm. I'm thinking, how does a cactus... Oh, shit. Cool lava lake with no water. I'm thinking, how does a cactus farm work? It needs like blocks to the... Hey, there we go. It needs like blocks to the diagonals, right? I'm trying to think what blocks need it. I don't remember. I'll have to look. If I remember, I'm gonna look up a design, or maybe look at my old screenshots, because I had one on an old beta world, but I just don't remember exactly the design you're supposed to do. But I think it's like here. If we have the sand block, cactus, empty space, sand block. So each cactus takes up 3 blocks, right? So if I wanted 5 cactuses vertically, 5 rows of cactus, or 5 columns, I should say, of cactus vertically, that would be, what, 15? So yeah, I'm gonna need to keep digging that down, because I do want it to be a big cactus farm. Not really because I want a lot of cactus, but because I just think it looks cool. Maybe 15's a good goal, but then I need to also, I didn't really want those. I need to adjust for the fact that I'll want like a bit of a floor. Actually, no, maybe not even. I want that much of a floor. So yeah, I'll probably just at base go for 15. I might end up being like 2 blocks higher to account for like a floor or like a ceiling or something. But the very least, I think I'm gonna go for 15. Hide on the cactus farm. We'll see though. It's gonna look cool though. Trust me, mark my words, whatever. It's a similar thing to what I had in my old cactus farm in the world, where like it's dug into the ground and you can see from the top down with the glass. But there's less glass on this one. There's just the glass that you see from the sugarcane area. Like on my other world, my old world, the whole floor was glass, so you could just see right down into the cactus, and it gave a very cool effect, you know. This has been quite quite beneficial, quite, what's the word? Good. Quite efficient. What am I looking for? Quite, you know, like when something's good and you're advancing forward in the direction you meant to go. It's been like, oh, this episode's been productive. There we go. It's been a productive mining trip, though. Look at all this coal I have. And I got enough diamonds. Oh, I only got 2. Well, that's enough to... Actually, I think make 2 pickaxes. Because if I have 2 at home... Nope, I can't do math. That's enough to make 1 more pickaxe. And then a shovel. So I would like to find more diamonds. I think I'll just go... Well, I guess for the next, like, 10 minutes. Until I end the episode. And that should line up roughly with... whenever this pickaxe runs out of durability, so I'll probably have to throw out some stuff to make room, but I'm fine with doing that. Honestly. Because I have a lot of cobblestone. You know, I'm still going to be digging down that hole, so. I really don't like getting rid of blocks, though. Let's see, do I have anything I get? I mean, I want the saddles, just because you can't really craft them. Here we go. A little cave for my troubles. No diamonds in this one. I wish I could go across the lava lake, but still no water. Okay, this goes up a bit. We're gonna follow it just for... well, okay. Damn, having no water really sucks. I will grab more iron. I mean, I can just bridge. I'll bridge a little bit just to see if I can see any diamonds. There's none over there. I'm thinking that there's none over here, but this just keeps fucking going, so there might be. Oh, we reached the other side. Okay. No diamonds, but there is the rest of the cave, it would look like. Yeah, there's more shit over there. And more shit over here. No diamonds back through there, though, that I can see. You know what? I'll grab the... or, wait, no, I don't have room for lapis, do I? Whatever. Damn. Still no water. Not even any fucking... diamonds. All these lava lakes, no diamonds. Oh well. Where am I? Oh, yeah, here's my tunnel. Wait, this is just gonna dig into the lava lake, won't it? Well, let's see. Surprisingly seems fine. Ah, it's on the same height. Perfect. Occasionally you'll dig into one, even though 12 is supposed to be like the, you know, height where most lava lakes are formed at, so it's safe, but it's only happened like twice, I think, so far. So it's very rare, comparatively. Oh, I have a question. Which side of the refrigerator is your main side? Like every time that you go to a refrigerator, which side do you open? I always open the right side. I ask my mother, she always opens the right side. Everyone in my house always opens the right side of the refrigerator. Even though you can open the left side first, but everyone opens the right side first. Even my mother, who is left-handed, opens the right side first. So I'm just thinking, does everyone open the refrigerator by the right side? Surely not, right? Well, I guess this question doesn't apply to you if you have a refrigerator where one of the sides is the freezer and one of the sides is the refrigerator. Then of course you'll just open the side that's the refrigerator. But my refrigerator is like, it has two doors that open to the refrigerator, and then it has like a sliding out thing at the bottom. That's the freezer. Where am I hearing that? Those are I'm not hearing any. I'm just hearing footsteps. I'm not hearing any sounds of the mob. That means it's a creeper, right? Where's this coming from? It's coming from like all around me. Here, let's... What the hell is that? It's coming from like above too. Oh, here we are. Oh shit, okay. Yeah, there we go. Oh, it's just a lot of creepers. It's just a lot of creepers. Well, hold on there. I got coal to mine. The fuck just happened? What the fuck just happened? No mouse helper raw input toggle? Oh my god, okay. So I clicked something that toggled shit. Alright. Well, we're good. We're good. Nothing to worry about. We're good. That scared the fuck out of me, I'm not gonna lie. That felt like one of those, like Minecraft ARGs where it's just like a bunch of sounds and it's like, oh, or no, it's like Blair Witch Project. Like, oh, I'm hearing the sounds from all around me. That was fun. I enjoyed playing into it a little bit. No, it was like 5 creepers. Okay, I am hearing water though. Nope, it's gone. Never to be heard again, I guess. I think it was from that way, but... If there's water, that means there's a cave, which could mean there's diamonds, which is kind of what I'm looking for. I've been here. Okay, so it's not in there. Could be like through here. I don't think I'm gonna find it though. Oh. I found it. Finally, I'm filled with water. Yummy, yummy water. Alright, let's explore this cave. Not for long. Oh, perfect. It looks like a very big cave. Okay. Let's try not to get lost. Let's try not to explore for too long, because I am hungry. But also, look at all this fucking coal. But also, hear all those zombies. Where the fuck are those coming from? There's so many. They're gonna like drop on my head and kill me. Shit. Fucking Christ, man. This game is too stressful. I'm getting too old for this shit. Maybe this was what caused my fucking blood pressure to go so high. More diamonds? Damn! This is like a fucking oh my god, it's a fucking 8 vein. Well, no, 6 vein. Still. Wait, that reminds me though, I do want to save and quit, just in case. Oh, okay, don't do that while there's flowing water, I guess. Alright, my bad, I guess I should have known. Okay, now there's just impossible water over there, that's cool. Okay, I can't be exploring here for long is the thing. But it's really hard not to. Because of all the diamonds I've already found. Okay, there has to be like a spawner or something over here, right? This is insane. This is insane. They're all around me again. What the fuck is going on? Are they down there? Alright, I'm getting out of here. This place is fucking haunted. My pickaxe is also about to break, so I should head out. I mean, I could make a new one, but I think it's a sign I should get out of here because I'm just hearing a lot of disembodied. Okay. Thankfully, I think it's just this one path to get out. Which is also a lot of water bullshit in the way, but oh well. I think I made it worse. Oh well. Where is this water coming from? There we go. Okay. I am fucking starving though. I'm out of chicken nuggets is the thing though, so I'm gonna have to eat ramen. Which is fine. I like ramen. Don't get me wrong. Here we are. Wow, the hunger is really hitting me now. I am like fucking... What's like parched but for food? I don't know. I'm hungry. That's my point. Where the hell am I? I dug this? Oh, okay. Sure. That was a good trip. 11 diamonds. That's really good. I do have a notification though, so I'm gonna check. Oh wait, there's a lava bridge up here. That's only a little bit terrifying. Oop, that's a notification. Okay, we're safe. What was it? It was Twitch. Northern Lion says, "Here comes those Santa winds again." I think that's probably a Steely Dan reference. He's been crazy into Steely Dan lately. He was talking about Asia, AJA. I thought he was talking about Asia, the AOR band. And I was like, why the fuck is he talking about Asia? But then I figured, oh, it's a Steely Dan album. Okay. It's about time that I tapped into Steely. Not really. Steely Dan kind of seems like a summer thing to me. Maybe I'm wrong though. But like, aren't they like jazz rock or something? Jazz funk? I think they're jazz. Yeah, I think they're like jazz rock. In that case, that just seems like kind of summer to me. Even though I said jazz was the genre of December, jazz rock seems more like summer. We're still going. There's another weird hole I made for no reason. Okay, we're finally free once I find my staircase, of course. Oh. And it's daytime. How beautiful. I haven't even lit up that cave there. I'm not a good Minecrafter, I fear. Hello, sheep. You blend in with the ground, little buddy. Fuck, I'm tired and hungry. I'll end the episode after I get back to my base. I just want to put these materials away. That looks so cool. All red, all holly, all jolly. Oh, also, another thing that the pack adds is spruce trees have like Christmas lights in them. I don't have any spruce trees to show you that though, so you'll get to see it one day, I guess. That's cool. That means we can actually have a Christmas tree. Okay then. Okay, so I suppose that these will go in mobs. I don't really know where else it would go. Oh wait, no, I have an items chest, right? Yeah, misc. Here we go. Okay, lot of coal, sick, iron, sick, gold, sick, diamonds, sick. Me when I have a bunch of attack dogs and I don't like you. Sick. Oh, I have actually a lot more iron than that. Okay. but I'm not actually going to end the episode yet. What I want to do first is grab a diamond and make a little jukebox. Do believe this how you make one? Yeah, okay. Shit, I don't know where I'm gonna put this in my house. I have somewhere I can put it. Surely, like, I could, I'd get rid of one of these to just have one, planter, right? I don't know which one, though. This one? No, maybe, I think this one. Oops. Anyway, let's put it in. Yeah, I think that's good. But yeah, it is just cat. Anyway, let's listen to music for a little bit. Let's admire my house and my dogs. Sit by the fire. I wish I could actually sit in the seats. Yeah, so he has a Santa hat. Let's see, I think this one has a Santa, yes. He has a Santa hat. Any other paintings? No. Still have no idea what to put here, by the way. I know someone liked the chair, but I want to put something better than just a singular chair, even though it is funny. I'm just taking a little walk around. Music's nice. Alright, I'm fucking hungry though, so I'm gonna, well, actually, wait, you know, a good place for this would be in my personal chest up here. Boop, okay. Yeah, I'll see you later. Well, I guess I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.